Yeah, you into everything I'm into. Oh, I got something that I could lend you. Oh, a peace of mind, baby. Come and get a piece of mind. Yeah. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9. Oh, I get you home by a decent time. Wait.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. My name is Jazz if you're new here, and y'all already know what's going on. So this video is actually just going to be a cook with me video. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I'm going to cook a few dishes to take to my dad's side of the family, to my grandma's house. I'm cooking some fried cabbage. Then to take to my mom's side of the family, my Nana and Papa's house, I'm going to bring some ribs and some Brussels sprouts with bacon. So I'm starting, it's already 10:30 at night, and don't even worry about it because y'all know I do some of my best stuff late at night. Y'all already know this. 3 real easy dishes that are not going to take a lot of effort, but they're going to look like they took a whole lot of effort, okay? The first dish is the ribs that I'm making. My mom's side of the family, they actually don't know that I'm bringing any food down there, so they probably going to be surprised when I come with a couple of dishes, but anyway. Okay, so for the first dish is the ribs. So we're going to start with a pre-seasoned package of spare ribs. They're pork spare ribs, as y'all can see, and these came from Food Lion. I actually didn't buy them myself, but they were given to me. They've been in my freezer, so I was like, oh, I can go ahead and cook these. That'll be simple, easy, and I won't have to spend no money. Yeah, so these are whiskey black pepper pork spare. Whoops, I'm dripping juice. Pork spare ribs, and the directions just say for the oven to put them in the oven covered with foil for 2 hours, and then if you want to, after the 2 hours, take them, put some barbecue sauce on them, and then put them back in there for about 15 minutes. So boom, and that's what we're gonna do. I already took the ribs out and I already got them in my pan, so I had to cut it up a little bit to get it all to fit. So you see a pretty big slab of ribs, so I'm just gonna put this aluminum foil on it. And I already got my oven. I actually have my oven on 350. The package says 325, but 350 is what I'm gonna do. So I'm put those in there at 350, and I'm gonna just set the timer on the microwave. So I don't think it can do 120 minutes. So I'm gonna just do the first hour at 60 minutes, and then start. And then once that goes off, I'm gonna just reset it for another hour. So that's what we got going on with the ribs right now. So pre-seasoned ribs, just put them in the oven for a couple of hours. I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce at the end. I'm gonna whip a little barbecue sauce, and then the ribs is gonna be done, y'all. So next dish is, I think I'm probably gonna do the Brussels sprouts next. But I need to cook the bacon for those, and I do need to clean up, and I do have dishes in the sink. So I need to clean my dishes. I need to wash my dishes. I hate that I always have dishes in the sink, and the thing is, y'all, I have a dishwasher. But I've never used it. Like, I'm so accustomed to washing dishes by hand that I forget I have a dishwasher. And I probably could put them in there. But then again, like, I'm also funny about the dishwasher, because if my dishes don't come out clean, then I'm going to be annoyed, because then I'm still going to have to wash them myself. But anyway, yeah, I got to wash these dishes before I can cook, because I'm not going to feel like I can cook with those dishes in the sink. So I'm going to come back when I'm ready to start cooking the Brussels sprouts. So I didn't get all my dishes washed, but I got most of them washed to be able to use one side of the sink to clean my Brussels sprouts and my cabbage. So that's what I'm about to do now. So I just have 2 packs of Brussels sprouts. So I'm just going to cut off the ends, and I think I'm going to cut them in quarters, because they are a little big. So I think I'm going to cut them in quarters. So I'm going to just cut them in half and then cut them in quarters. And then I'm going to wash them in the sink with some vinegar and some salt. And this is actually the second time I made Brussels sprouts. The first time I made Brussels sprouts was probably like a week ago. No, it was over a week ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. But the only reason I made them is because one time my cousin Monique, she bought some Brussels sprouts to, she had Brussels sprouts. I forgot what the holiday was. But anyway, she had made some Brussels sprouts. And also, I'm going to just take off the leaves that are dirty also on the outside. But she had made some Brussels sprouts, and she had made them with bacon, and they were so good. And I was like, Monique, these are so good. What did you make them with? And she was like, I just sauteed them in some bacon. I finally made some like the other week. And when I tell you, those Brussels sprouts turned out so good, and they're so easy to make. And then I ended up texting Monique, and I was like, Monique, I made the Brussels sprouts with the bacon. And she was like, they look good. And then she said something about me bringing them to Thanksgiving. But I had told her that I had already told my grandma that I was going to bring cabbage. So I don't know. I can do what I want. I can either bring the cabbage there to my grandma's house, or I can bring the Brussels sprouts instead. It's really up to me. But I did tell them I was bringing cabbage. But yeah, and the ribs have already been in the oven for an hour and a half. And I actually wanted to check them to see what they were looking like, because I meant to check them after the hour, since I do have some ribs laying on top of each other, to make sure that they all get, you know, done and browned. But yeah, so I'm gonna just be cutting up these Brussels sprouts so I can clean them, and then I'll be back. I meant to mention my mom's side of the family, they don't really eat Brussels sprouts, so I don't even know if I took these to them, would they even eat them or not. So I probably would be better off taking it to my dad's side of the family, but I don't know. They eat something different. That's my timer on my ribs, y'all. And I still haven't checked them, so I don't know what they look like yet. We about to find out. And on my last Brussels sprout, so I did cut them all into quarters, and I just like to remove the outside leaves that have been touching everything, just because I'm funny about stuff like that. But anyway. All right, so I got all my Brussels sprouts cut up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash them. I'm gonna just wash them in some vinegar and some salt. And then after I do that, I'm gonna put this bacon in the pan. Just a little bit of salt. I don't know if this is a thing. I've just been doing this recently to wash my vegetables with the vinegar and the salt. So you don't need too much vinegar either. Just some cool water. See the water. So yeah, just salt and vinegar. Salt and a little white vinegar is all I'm washing those in, y'all, and some cool water. Just rinse them again with some cool water, and then these will be good. Before I put that bacon in that pan, let me see what these ribs look like. Ooh, y'all. Can y'all see these ribs? Hold on. Y'all, look at these ribs. Y'all can not tell me these do not look good. I just cut a little bit to see. We're gonna let them go back in there for a little bit, because I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce on them, y'all. But look at, and they feel so tender. They feel like they're so tender. Oh yeah, these gonna bust down. Look at these. Hold on, let me put some of that juice back on top of them. Just spoon in some of this juice back on top of the ribs. And then I'm gonna make this barbecue sauce. Do I want to taste the piece, or do I want to put barbecue sauce on them, y'all? Let's see if I can break off this little piece. Okay, I got a little piece. Let me see what it tastes like. Yo, those bust down just like that. These don't even need no barbecue sauce for real. They really don't. And they are tender. Another piece off. Y'all, these ribs are good. Yo. These ribs. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I'm probably gonna save some to take home. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna leave some, like this slab right here, this little slab right here. I might just leave this piece at home, and I might go ahead and take half off and put it off without the barbecue sauce, and then put the other half with barbecue sauce and put it back in the oven. But y'all, these ribs are so good already. So before I make the barbecue sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bacon in the pot. So I'm probably not gonna use the whole pack of bacon, probably about 8 slices. I'm gonna cut it up before I put it in there, and then just, you know, saute it real quick. So let's see, and this is just regular sliced bacon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a bacon, y'all. These are scissors. These are kitchen scissors that I'm gonna use, y'all. You see how much easier that is? I don't know why I didn't think of that first. My bacon cut up. Alright. And we just gonna let that cook for a little bit. And while my bacon's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this barbecue sauce for these ribs. And let's look at these ribs again, because y'all, look at these ribs. When I tell you them things is good and tender, oh yeah, they're ready for some sauce. Hold on. For this barbecue sauce, I'm gonna just use a bottle of original barbecue sauce. And then for the bottle, I'm gonna pour a little bit of, actually, I'm gonna use a little bit of water. A lot of water in the bottle, y'all, just a little bit. If you know, you know, just a little to get what's left in the bottle for real. That. And then I'm also gonna use a little bit of White House apple cider vinegar. And there's no exact measurements, I'm just eyeballing and I'm gonna put it in the bottle. Let's see. Let's try that. A little bit of vinegar. Then I'm also gonna add some brown sugar. This is light brown sugar, but you can add dark brown sugar if you want to. You can add regular sugar if you want to. I'm just choosing to use light brown sugar because that's what I want to use. I don't know how much that is. Like I said, there's no measurements. I would say that's probably a little less than a 4th cup that I just put in there. Then I'm also gonna do a little red pepper flake. Not too much. And the sauce looks good. I'm gonna taste it in a second. Alright, so now I'm gonna taste this, y'all. Yeah, that barbecue sauce is good. Perfect. Trying to decide if I want to add a little bit more vinegar. I'll probably add a splash more vinegar, because it is kind of sweet. There we go. Just a splash. That's good. All right, y'all, so I done took the bacon out, so that's how much bacon we have, and this is how much grease we have. I know y'all probably thinking that's a lot, but look at how many Brussels sprouts we have, and that's the cooking oil for the Brussels sprouts. So compared to the Brussels sprouts, it's really not a lot of oil, and all we gonna do is put these Brussels sprouts right into this grease. Yeah, I have this on medium-low heat. And as of right now, the Brussels sprouts are unseasoned, so there's not any seasoning in the Brussels sprout. So I'm gonna wait till they cook down a little bit. Stir those down a little bit. I think I am gonna cut off a piece and save a piece without the barbecue sauce for myself. So let me do that. So I'm gonna cut me off a piece. Brussels sprouts still cooking in that bacon grease. Then I'm just pour this barbecue sauce over these ribs. And y'all, I didn't even need all of this barbecue sauce for these ribs. This is how much sauce I still have left. So I might save this sauce and use it for something else. I don't know what, but it's gonna be way too much sauce if I put that on there. So that's what the ribs are looking like now. And I'm gonna put them back in the oven. It says for about 15 minutes, but I might do a little bit longer. But yeah. So this is what the Brussels sprouts are looking like now, y'all. So I'm gonna just go ahead and season them real quick. I'm gonna season them with some Himalayan pink salt, paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, and onion powder. Brussels sprouts, you do have to be kind of careful how you cook them. Make sure you don't cook them too long, because I think if you burn them, they can get kind of bitter. And I know Notice some of mine are kind of, all right, they look good now. I'm gonna go ahead and add back in my bacon. Y'all, these Brussels sprouts look so good. I need some more seasoning. I need some more salt. I'm just re-seasoning with everything. Ooh. So these are the Brussels sprouts, y'all. They look so pretty on camera. See, I'm about to take these out the pot because these are done. See, y'all, these are my Brussels sprouts with bacon. So really simple, really easy, and tastes really good. So I'm about to go ahead and put some aluminum foil on these, and I'm about to get my ribs out of the oven. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this fried cabbage, and it will be done. I just got my ribs out of the oven, and when I tell you them things smell and look good, look. I already have my cabbage cut up and washed, so I'm about to put it in the pan. So these right here, these two pans, these two pots rather, these two pots are the biggest pots that I have. And this is the cabbage that I have cut and washed so far. So this is 3 small heads of cabbage, and then I still have 2 right there, 2 other small heads. So since I don't think all of this is gonna fit in one pot, I'm gonna basically be making, I'm just gonna be making 2 pots, splitting in between 2 pots so we all can fit. And then I might cut up those and add them too if I feel like I need to. So I'm frying, like I said earlier, I'm frying the cabbage. So I'm just preheating my pots on medium and let them get warm a little bit. And this cabbage is gonna be real simple. I'm not adding any meat or any onions to it or anything like that. I'm just gonna fry it up and then add a little bit of seasoning. And then once it's cooked down and finished cooking, that's gonna be it, y'all. Like, it's very simple, okay? So like I said, right now my pots are heating up. I'm gonna wait for them to heat up a little bit. All right, so my pots are warm. So I'm gonna just start off with a little bit of vegetable oil. Not a lot, maybe a tablespoon or so, because I know the cabbage is gonna make its own water, and then I'm gonna have to drain it anyway. So I'm not gonna start with that much. I just put a little bit of oil in both of the pots to start cooking the cabbage. Let me turn y'all. Right, so I just put a little bit of oil in both the pots to start cooking the cabbage, because like I said, the cabbage is going to make its own water, and I'm going to have to drain it anyway in order to be able to fry it. So I'm not putting that much in there. And then I'm going to just put the cabbage in the pot. And that's all. I put the cabbage in there. The cabbage is unseasoned. It doesn't have any seasoning on it yet. With a little bit of vegetable oil. And I'm going to just let this cook down a little bit. Usually I would go ahead and add some seasoning probably right now. Like I said, since there's so much cabbage and I know it's going to make a lot of water that I have to drain, I'm going to wait to season it. So it cooks down a little bit more. I'm just giving that a little stir. Y'all, since these cabbages are already cooking, I'm gonna add these cabbages to this pot and then add the new cabbages to this pot. Ooh. Add a little bit of vegetable oil to this one. So these are what the cabbages are looking like right now. You see these are starting to get a little bit of color. And these over here, they just got in there, so they're not doing nothing right now. But I'm gonna stir those in just a minute. But I'm about to go ahead and add some seasoning to these and some more vegetable oil. So these don't really have any water in them to drain. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more vegetable oil. Usually I would add like some bacon grease or something to these, but I don't think I'm gonna add no bacon grease to these this time. Just a little bit. And then I'm also just gonna season it with some seasoning salt. Some pepper. And then a few red pepper flakes. And then I'm gonna stir and season again because I already know that wasn't enough seasoning. Hey y'all, so that's what's going on with the cabbage as of right now. As of right now, we're just letting them cook down a little bit. These are already seasoned a little bit. I'm gonna let them cook down a little bit more before I taste test them and then see if they need a little bit more seasoning and then let them cook a little bit more. These still need to be seasoned because these are not cooked down enough yet. I'll probably come back when the cabbage is about done because after that, we'll be wrapping up. All right, y'all, so they're still cooking. They've cooked down a little bit. I've added some seasoning to this one, but they both cooked out enough to where I can't just put them all both in the same pot. So I'm just adding all to one pot. I guess maybe since they were little cabbages, they didn't have a lot of water that they made. Like they did make some water, but most of it already cooked off. So I ain't even gonna worry about draining it because it's gonna cook that water right up anyway. I'm just checking to see how much water it has in it. I'm gonna drain this little bit of water. All right, y'all, so I drained most of what little bit of water was in there. Now I'm gonna just let it cook and fry up some more. And then I'm gonna re-season it. So this is what the cabbage looks like right now, y'all. So it's not quite done. I'll know it's starting to get done when the cabbage actually starts to get a little bit more color to it and actually starts browning up. Right now, ooh, that steam. Right now, the only color it has is really from the seasoning, what little bit of seasoning I put on it. But it'll start. We can tell it's starting to get done once the cabbage actually starts to get some color. So we're just gonna let that cook some more. This is what the cabbage is looking like now, y'all. And it's really about done. So I'm about to go ahead and take this off. All right, y'all. So this is everything finished. So this is the fried cabbage. This is the Brussels sprouts with bacon. And then these are the pork barbecue spare ribs. And y'all, everything tastes so good. I can't believe those 5 little cabbages cooked down to this small little pan. I tried to put the cabbage in a larger pan, but it looked like it wasn't full. So I was like, I'd rather put it in a smaller pan and it look fuller than put it in a bigger pan and it look like it's not full. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether I'm gonna take the cabbage and the Brussels sprouts to my grandma's house and then just take the ribs to my Nana and Papa's house or what. But yeah, so that's what I'm bringing to Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving today. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And remember to be thankful, remember to be gracious, and remember to be humble. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, you into everything I'm into. Oh, I got something that I could lend you. Oh, a piece of mind, baby. Come and get a piece of mind. Yeah. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9. Oh, I get you home by a decent time. Wait.